Yo, this is TTG here, and we're going to be bringing you a part two of our draft analysis in the HBA, the Havoc Battle Association, and just had a shower, don't mind me, but so we drafted Licky Licky. We really needed some bulk on this team. It's a normal type, really bulky. Um, well, statistically, it's not super bulky, but it's pretty fat. With 110, 95, 95, gets Wish Protect. It's a cleric. It gets, unique coverage, actually. I put Body Slam there. Gets Aqua Tail, Earthquake, Dragon Tail, Explosion is an option, but you don't see that on most sets, but some of the sets do have that. It has special coverage. It can work special sets. You can see how much coverage this thing actually has. It's really ridiculous. It has a ton of options. It actually can run like Swords Dance. It actually gets Belly Drum. I just noticed that. Never noticed that. I don't think I'm ever to use that, but could be fun. Or like Natural Gift. But it just has a lot of good options for moves, especially physically, just in general. It's really a good Pokemon in general. Can be a cleric, just the meat of my team, kind of. I needed more of a backbone, and this is all kind of more meaty part, except for Honchkrow, which is my next pick, and it's a pursuit trapper. It can beat like psychics for me more so. It is a backup to Fogger, but it's not really good at it. I mean, it has interesting sets. This Pair Song set could possibly like run, but I don't think I'm ever gonna run that because it wouldn't really work. It actually gets T Wave. I might actually run that a couple of weeks, or Tailwind, or something like that. It might be a unique way to win some games. Could run like Calm Mind some weeks, but mainly it's just an offensive mon that can sweep like teams with like Scarfer or like Life Orb, like with just Sucker Punch and just boost with Moxie a bunch of times. It's very powerful. It can break walls. It can do stuff like that. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do with this mon. It's probably the mon I'm most confused about how exactly I'm gonna use it, because I've never really used it in a league, and well, I kind of wished I could have had like a more bulky dark type, and I was really hoping for like Umbreon and not having Espeon and stuff like that, and which is kind of funny. I ended up getting Espeon, but this month I'm not really too sure how I'm going to end up using it. We'll see once you get in the game. I'm sure I'm going to find some good use to this. It gets some stabs I really kind of appreciate, and I don't have good options for like dark and flying coverage on any of my team members yet, other than Z Fly on Landa T. So it's a pretty interesting choice. And I mean, look like he gets knockoff too, but I think this is going to be a very um, potent mon. I'm not going to say I'm going to use it to its full potential necessarily. So the other mon is I kind of want to ride Chihuahua for a little bit. But then I realized, Espeon can fill more roles, and it just allowed more on my team in general. And its coverage is mediocre at best. It's not very good, but it's usable. It can do something like you can do multiple things. It can be a trick sets. It can like run stored power, calm mind with like recovery, because it actually gets recovery, which is pretty nice. It can baton pass pivot, like dry pass, because this league I think bans speed passing. I can still like calm mind pass. I think it's a cleric. It can do a couple of things, wish pass, stuff like that, but it's pretty fast, so it's probably not doing that. It gets a good speed tier, obviously. It can bounce, but mainly one of the big things that made me pick it is Magic Bounce, because Charizard Mega X really appreciates the Magic Bounce to bounce back rocks, and I believe it gets Thunder Wave, right? No, oh, okay. That's a little disappointing. I really thought it got that, and that's gonna actually make things harder on me. But oh wait, what's this? Oh no, that's Zap Cannon. Damn. But hey, maybe I could actually run that. Maybe I'll run it one week. Maybe I'll catch someone off guard. I'll run Zap Cannon. Okay. Then I have my Zemon Roselia. Yeah, it could run like Z Sleep Powder, Z Aromatherapy, Z Leaf Storm. Essentially, I mean its coverage is actually not um, too bad, but it's not really comparable to Rose Raid because of that Technician hidden power. It gets spikes and toxic spikes, making it pretty usable. It can be like a Cleric, it can be a Synthesis user. It's pretty bulky with Evolite. But well, Hunchka is very powerful, by the way, and Espeon is very powerful. But this can be pretty bulky with Evolite, especially. It's good secondary Grassmon. Um, it also gets stun spores, so I can paralyze things for the rest of the team, and that's going to be very important on a lot of this team, just to have that. Leech Seed, I guess, is an option. It's just, I think it's an overall, it's a pretty good mon, and it's very good in the tier that it's in. It gets good hazards as well. My team actually has pretty good hazards, and then my next mon is a Defogger, and another Z user. And it's just Rotom Frost. It's good. I needed a mon, like electric type mon, for just pressuring water types. I like this mon because it was a defogger. It gave me an ice stab, which I didn't have. It gets like trick sets, so I have like a lot of Scarfers on this team and stuff. It also, obviously Thunderwave, and Thunderwave is extremely important for my team because I just need paras for things like Hunch Grow or Tracking to completely put in work. So it gets some. It can like run screens. It's a Rotom form, so it's a great pivot automatically, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much automatically. It obviously, its coverage is kind of limited, but it's not terrible at all. Especially since it gets Bolt Beam as it stabs, so that's automatically makes it not really need very much coverage, and it has some decent options for utility, Toxic, Thunderwave, and Will Wisp, with like screens and stuff like that. So it's a usable mon. It's really fun. And the next mon and my last mon is Probe My Ass. I mean Probopass. Okay. And really, I'm not going to need Magnapole too much, but this is actually my Z user, and this could be helpful for completely just, annoying a couple steel types. And it's my main flying resist other than Rotom Wash. Just a good rocker, good pivot, can kind of do what Fortress can do. Maybe he's better in some matchups because of the flying resist and the rock resist. It actually has pretty good coverage. You see here, it gets Taunt, which is pretty nice. Thunderwave, which is a big advantage over Fortress because I'm going to need Thunderwave a lot. And it's honestly a decent mon. I believe it gets. I know it gets self-destructive. Just saw it on there. I'm pretty sure it gets Explosion too. Yes, it does. And yeah, it's going to have some good options because of its coverage to run for Z moves, and that's going to be pretty fun. It's relatively bulky, just like Rotom Wash, Fruit and Frost, 60, 145, 150, but it's not very strong. It's pretty slow, so it's like one of the worst taunt users in the game. Next to Steelix, which is just not really going to taunt anything. But that being said, I think this mon is a good mon. Definitely a steal. I think all three of these are steals at 2 points. Where things like just things like Walrein are there, Marsh Stomp, stuff like that I don't really think are usable. If you love Walrein, don't get offended by that. I just don't really see where Walrein becomes relevant in anything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, but we're gonna have to wrap up now, and I hope that you'll enjoy the future videos I have for the HBA, and